Hi everyone, and welcome back to Gridiron and Grace. Today I'm going to be sharing my thrifted home, kind of the start of a two-part little series. I'm going to be sharing my thrifted home, and today I'm going to be taking you through my living room, and I'm going to be sharing with you everything I have in my living room that I have thrifted over the years. And it's amazing whenever I was working on this video and I was going around my living room finding things that I have thrifted. I have so many things that I've thrifted over the years, and I can't wait to share them with you. You've probably seen me decorate with a lot of them, but in case you've missed any of those videos, I'm just going to take you around and share with you my thrifted items in my living room. I would really appreciate a big thumbs up if you're excited about today's video. And let's go ahead and get into all these thrifted goodies. We're going to start right here at this bench. This is one of my favorite pieces in my home. I thrifted this years ago. I got it for $75, and I love the chippiness of it. I've never tried to touch up any of the paint. This is exactly how we bought it, and it actually sat on our back porch at our other home before we built our house for probably 2 years. So it weathered outside and it was fine, and now I've moved it inside and I have it styled right here in my living room. I love that it is sturdy and it can be used to sit on if needed. That's one of my favorite things about it, and I absolutely love this bench. Sitting on this bench, I have this basket that was also thrifted. I haven't had this too long, but I got it for a really good deal. I think I paid like $2 or $3 for this. I used to have it on my hearth, but when I did some rearranging, I knew I still wanted to display it, so I have it right here on my bench, and I absolutely love how it looks. Now we're going to move to my fireplace and my fireplace hearth. I have several things over here thrifted that I'm using to decorate for this spring and upcoming summer season. So I'm excited to share those with you in case you missed any of my decorating videos. But the first is this basket, and I recently shared a video on how I decorate with baskets throughout my home, and a lot of my baskets are thrifted. This one's no exception. And I have a dolly that is thrifted, as well as some farmhouse bees that are thrifted in this basket. All of them were a very good price. And then behind it, I have displayed this piece that I got from a thrift flea market store for $25, and I have one on the other side of my hearth that matches it, and I love how it pulls this whole space together. You can see right here, this is the other side of my hearth where I have that other piece like the one I just shared with you. And then one of my absolute favorite pieces in all of my home is this little stool. I got it at that same antique flea market for $17.50. I absolutely love this. Think it's the perfect addition to my hearth. On top of it, I have styled some thrifted books and a thrifted dolly. I love how all of this ties together. I love the old look of these books, and I just think that this space came together so well. It is one of my favorite parts of my home. I'm so glad that I decided to decorate my hearth and really love all of these pieces. Now we're going to take a look at the items that I have displayed on my mantle. And almost all the items that I have up here for this season are thrifted. Starting on the corner right here, I have this box that I got for $5 around Easter time, and I absolutely love it. And then inside there, I have this candle holder that I got years ago from the thrift store. Whenever I first started thrifting, I found this very soon after I first started, and I just paid a few dollars for it, but I love how it has a little bit of glam and a little bit of farmhouse. And then also this gold flower candle holder was thrifted as well. I picked that up recently for $2. One of my favorite pieces that I've ever found at our local thrift antique flea market store is this dough bowl. I paid $40 for this dough bowl, but I think it is the perfect size and the perfect addition to my mantle. I've used it before as a centerpiece, but right now I just have it as my mantle kind of focal point. And I have these thrifted brass candle holders in here as well. I have 3 of them. They're all about the same size, and I just have a pitberry ring around them and some greenery in here. But I think it's just such a subtle, simple statement, but it really does make a difference, and I love it so much on my mantle. floral pieces were definitely the look I was going for during the springtime, and all of these items were new this year, and they all came from the thrift antique store. Starting with this box right here with this beautiful floral detail on there, and I just have it open and turned to the side, and then they're displaying these floral copper candle holders. I love these so much. And then also my tulip candle holders, I love these. They are one of my favorite things that I've thrifted lately, and I have them displayed right here on this side of my mantle, and I just think it complements everything, pulls it all together, and I am so excited to say that almost all of this was thrifted. Now going to the other side of my living room, this is where I have a few other items displayed, and I first want to talk about this window that I have on my wall. We thrifted this years ago. Again, whenever I first started thrifting, I knew that I wanted to find a window that I could use to put pictures in them, or in it, like a big picture frame. But I didn't want to have several picture frames on my wall, so I saw this idea on Pinterest, I believe it was, and I was on the lookout for it, and I found this for an amazing price, and I love it so much. I feel like it makes such a statement on this wall without having multiple pieces of decor, and I love it. It has traveled with us in all 3 homes that we've lived in since we've been married, and I just have a sweet home sign above it. On my bench, I have a few pieces of decor, but the only thing that's thrifted in this area is this little dolly. I love the shape of this, and I also love the size of it. It is smaller than a lot of the other dollies that I have, and I feel like sometimes those are hard to find, but I really love it, and I just have it displayed on this set of book boxes from Hobby Lobby. On my blanket ladder, I have this thrifted basket on here, and I've just attached it using a piece of twine. But I looked at this basket at our local thrift store for months before I finally bought it. It was $8, but I love the shape of it. It's different than any other hanging basket that I have, and I was so excited to pick it up at the thrift store. The last place that we're going to look at in my living room is this piece of furniture. This used to be our TV stand in our old home, but I knew that I wanted to keep it when we moved into this home and just use it for decor, and have a few thrifted items styled on here as well. The first is this set of candlesticks, or candle holders. They were one of the first things that I thrifted as well. I got the set of these for $13, but they are really heavy, and they're like wrought iron, and then the middle of them have a wooden detail. I have one on either side of this piece of furniture, and I love them so much. I also thrifted this set of copper brass candle holders. There are 3 different sizes and heights, and I love them. I paid $6 for the set of these. And now we're going to look at the 3 shelves that I have on this furniture piece. Starting at the top, I thrifted this gold brass candle holder. I love this one. It is very, very large, and I paid like $4 or $5 for it. I thought that was an amazing deal on something this big. And then over here, I have a mini one. This one's smaller than the one I have in that dough bowl on my mantle, but I love this one, and I paid $1 for this. But I thought that these looked really cute together with the bigger one and then this little mini one displayed up here. And then now going to the second shelf, both of these gray vine balls were thrifted. I got them like 3 years apart. One I paid 50 cents for, and then the other was $1.25, I believe. They're 2 different sizes, but I found them at the same thrift store, just years apart. This is probably one of my most exciting finds that I've ever found, is this galvanized gray metal candle holder, and it came from Pottery Barn. I'm going to show you right here. You can still see the stamp on the bottom. Whenever I found it, I was so excited. Didn't know it came from Pottery Barn. I paid $4 for it, and then when I got home, I saw that it came from there, so it made me even more excited. It just goes to show you that you never know what you're going to find while you're thrifting. I only have one thrifted item on this bottom shelf, and it is this plate or pot warmer. I love the wicker feel of it, and I got this for only 50 cents, and just have it displayed down here to give it some more texture and warmth on this bottom shelf. But that is the items that I have thrifted on this furniture piece in the back of my living room. Alright friends, so that's going to be the end of today's video. I really so hope that you enjoyed this, and I am going to have another video on another area of my home, of my thrifted home little series, and I'm going to be showing you the items that I have thrifted in that room. That's going to be my next video, so definitely make sure you're subscribed if you're new. I would love it if you'd leave me a comment down below if you are new and introduce yourself. I'd love to meet you, and thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a blessed week, and I'll see you in the very next one, friends. Bye.